Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Now in the box, Brandon Lau. He will lead this one off today. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1. Beautiful summer day in Southern California. 87 degrees at first pitch. In there at the letters, 1-2 now. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting second, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Pulled toward right center field. Goodwin's in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Striding in, Nelson Cruz. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Adios, pelota.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
At the plate, Austin Meadows. This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The windup and the 0-1. Line toward right center. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out.
The right fielder.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch fouled away. Bases are empty here with two men out. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Here's Tommy La Stella now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Angels, the second baseman, Tommy.
The pitch.
La Stella.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Here it comes.
Nope, at the ball.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. It bangs off the scoreboard, and it's gone.
Batting second, the designated hitter,
Shohei Ohtani digging in next. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And no one will track it down. The 2-2 one more time. Popped him up. Wendell has a play. 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Hey, you don't see a hitter of his caliber come outside the zone too much. He's super aggressive right now. Let's see if he nibbles a little further off the plate now.
Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. High pop up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting fourth.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball left outside.
Two out, nobody on. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
And that's in there, base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Batting fifth, the catcher,
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Justin.
Here's Justin Upton now as he'll send a ground ball down to third, and he is out on the tag. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Ji-Man Choi.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Lifted down the line in left. Upton on the move. And that will end up a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball one. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Now to the plate, Mike Zunino. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, Joey Longo.
First offering on its way. He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Willie.
Stepping in now, Willie Adames. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Matt Thaiss, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. That's by him for strike one.
1-1.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Full count, 3-2. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Ready now for L.A., Charlie Culberson.
Charlie Culberson.
He's set and the pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Angel shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. 3-2 now.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And there's out number 2. Digging in, Brian Goodwin will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now here's the pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. And that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in the long ball threat, Brandon Lau.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. First offering on its way. Kiermaier is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Next will be the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
The batter, the left fielder, Austin Meadows.
Into the box now, Austin Meadows, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. Adios, pelota.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Fouled off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
The next 0-2. Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he fouls this one off. High in the air out to center field. Crowd on the run. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tommy La Stella. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Now here's the pitch.
La Stella.
Ball 1.
The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
1 and 2.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Now batting.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he lays off there, 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. all set for the start of the fourth. And that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi.
First baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he is going to have extra bases to start the fourth. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The batter, the catcher, Mike Zunino.
Here now is Mike Zunino. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit hard to short. And there's one away. Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And digging in next will be Joey Wendell.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
No balls and 1 strike. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Choi, the runner at second with 1 away. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Shortstop, Willie Adames.
Into the box, Willie Adames. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Popped him up. Castro is there. 2 down. Ready once again, Brandon Lau. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. As he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Goodwin. And that ends the inning. And now for the Angels, Anthony Rendon. set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that's the first out. Now at the plate, Jason Castro. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Too low, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Pitch on the way. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Digging in for his second at bat, Justin Upton. From the stretch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
The 1-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And right into the shift. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
The designated hitter, Nelson.
The pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Austin Meadows. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Ready now, Hunter Renfroe. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, Matt Theis. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now batting, Charlie Culberson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the pitch. line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Out of play off to the right. One and two.
I got to count
One run, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And it's fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Renfroe is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Ready for another shot now. Tommy La Stella. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Tommy La Stella.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Fouled away. The 1-1.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Drilled to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now back, the designated hitter, Shohei
At the plate now, Shohei Ohtani. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, the count. A throw behind the runner at second, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
To the plate now, Mike Trout. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. In now, Ji-Man Choi. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Ji-Man Choi.
First offering on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Upton. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now
so the leadoff man set down, and here's the catcher, Mike Zunino. Now the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. La Stella has a play. 2 down. Ready for another chance? Joey Wendell. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Stepping in now, Willie Adames. As he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Upton will reach out with 1 hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jason Castro. Oliver Drake enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Ball 1, well below the zone. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Right side, fair ball down the line.
The left fielder, number 10,
Justin Upton the next to hit. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Next count, 0-2.
Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
now batting.
So stepping in, Matt Thaiss. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Meadows is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Into the box now, Charlie Culberson. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. He's set. Here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Smoke toward third. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping up now, Brandon Lau. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. One out now in the Tampa Bay 7th, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
And he fouls this one off. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Austin Meadows. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton's under it, and that retires the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Leading off the inning, Brian Goodwin, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now here's the pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
So he sets him down swinging. Brian Goodwin sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. First pitch of the at-bat. The bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Striding forward now is the DH. Shohei Ohtani. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. ready to begin the 8th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Hunter Renfroe.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's by him. It's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Now batting, the first baseman, G-Man.
Into the box now, Ji-Man Choi. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Nate Lowe will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Pinch hitting for Tampa Bay, number 35, Nate Lowe.
Now a ground ball and an immediate chance for the new first baseman. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Zunino.
Noah Ramirez gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 24, Noah Ramirez.
So here's Mike Zunino. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Stepping in, Joey Wendell trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Adames.
In now, Willie Adames. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And that's taken high for a ball that's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high,
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Mike Trout, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Fouled off. Misses, ball 2. Grounded up the first baseline, and that's through for a hit. The throw into second, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. Diego Castillo is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. He swings and grounds it to short. Adames brings it in, and a good throw gets him one gone. At the plate, Jason Castro. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. Now at the plate, Justin Upton. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brandon Lau. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. Two and 1 to the Rays leadoff batter. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's 1 gone here in the 9th.
Next for Tampa Bay.
At the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Here's the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Trout giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Up next for the Rays, Nelson Cruz. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Hard hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Striding in to start the 9th, Matt Thaiss, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. Nick Anderson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. At the plate, Charlie Culberson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And the pitch. Line towards center field. Kiermaier is there, and he has it for the first out. Into the box, Brian Goodwin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Popped him up. Wendell ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tommy La Stella. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And he falls behind now, 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Now back, the designated hitter, Shohei.
At the plate now, Shohei Ohtani, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Angels down to their last strike. He pulls this one into right, but this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Tampa Bay Rays blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. Tyler Glasnow is the winning pitcher of record. Dylan Bundy gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire